They mostly come at night. Mostly. And they mostly come at night. Mostly.
That went too long. That went too long. Welcome. Question mark. Welcome to the Doom Vlog, episode 57. We've been flying through the year and a bit and a half. That's taken us to get through all these Doom Vlogs. But from 50 up, it's been slow. It's been slow. I've dropped off. I've dropped in. I've dropped out. I've dropped back. All the drops. All the drops indeed. Can you hear me? I hope you can all hear me.
Can you all hear me?
Can you hear me? I really want you to hear me.
Can you all hear me?
It's a good question. It's always a good question. Welcome, it's BZ in the Neon Doom Room for the Doom Vlog. You might also know me from Revenge of the Video Store on Instagram. That is my second or third account. It's one where I just mostly show off my collection. So if you're on Neon Doom Room or on Revenge of the Video Store as a friend, we just recently on Revenge of the Video Store just passed 500 subscribers. Sorry, followers, 500 followers. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. It's been very friendly and lovely over there. So it's been really nice. I'm going to try and crack 1,000. If I can crack 1,000 followers on Instagram, I'll be very, very happy. But we'll see. One day at a time. One day at a time. So it's BZ in the Neon Doom Room. Welcome to episode 57. We're going to try and make this a bit more kind of concise and speedy. I know I ramble. It's what I do. I ramble. I come in here and I ramble, and that's okay. Normally, I don't mind. That's what I'm here for. A bit of a chat. I want you to feel like you're in the Doom Room with me, in the Revenge of the Video Store room. You can see the sticker on here. This is where you are. Welcome. It's a safe space, unless you're a cinematographer, a script writer, an actor, anybody within the industry that has a play in the way movies succeed or fail. Yes, we are very opinionated here, and you might get a bit of a ribbing. But other than that, everybody else, welcome. All right, so before I begin, let me just remind you of the other two people in the room. I call them people, but they're it's, theys. First and foremost, we have Rotten Roddy. Rotten Roddy, my master of at arm's length, my compatriot, my faithful and quite unfaithful at times camera. What can we say about Rotten Roddy that we don't always say about Rotten Roddy? Not much. We're just going to say it. Always here, ever present, all-knowing, unjudgmental. So, and it's a good thing to be. It's to be unjudgmental, unless once again you're an actor or you're a scriptwriter or you're a director or you're a producer or somebody that makes a movie succeed or fail. In which case we have got every right to pull you to shreds if we need to. All right, so next to Rotten Roddy, my faithful and unfaithful camera. You'll know in the past, if you want to know about Rotten Roddy's name, there's a reason for it. There's a reason. Part punk, part anarchist, part just doesn't want to work. But you can see that in previous episodes. Feel free to watch all 56 previous episodes for any further information. Mike, lighting. Come on, lighting. Come on, lighting. Come on. Why does it do that? My lighting likes to suddenly not be there. Mike. Can you think of a better name for a microphone than Mike? Rotten Roddy needs to focus. Focus, Roddy. Mike. Not Tabitha. Not Saskatchewan. It's not a real name. Not David or David. And definitely not Andreas. Welcome, Rotten Roddy, Mike, me, the Doom Room. Now, you might notice me flashing my hands around. They're very red. Don't worry, I haven't been bitten by bees. I have not been bitten by bees. I'm sorry, you'll see them throughout the video. This happens to me in winter. Some winters are easier than others. This winter has been quite hard on me. This is chilblains. I don't really have that much on this hand. This hand has been affected. I guess it looks worse on camera. They swell up in winter with the heat of my body and the heat of the room around me, and they look like something out of a horror movie, really, don't they? And then they kind of get itchy and sore, and if I scratch them, it's like scratching some. It literally feels like the worst sunburn you've ever had in your life. They go on my hands pretty much, just my hands, just mostly my fingers. And yeah, they're really annoying and painful. And some winters, I don't see much of them. Maybe it's a diet thing. Maybe my diet's better. I don't know. I'm not explaining this to you for sympathy purposes, just because you're going to see my hands in camera. And you're going to be like, what the hell? What's this guy got? Leprosy or something? Yeah, chilblains, and they're really painful. To be honest, they are still a bit swollen now, and they hurt to move. But they're drying up. They're trying to heal, and with the cold weather we have in Melbourne, because I live in Melbourne, it has not been fun. So I've had a few days where it's been really icy cold, and they just pump up full of whatever they pump up full of, and then yeah. It's hard. It's hard to lift things, move things around. I scratch them, which is some worst thing when you scratch them. Imagine scratching a fully red sunburn. If you've ever been so sunburnt that you don't want to lie down, you don't want to touch anything, and then scratch it, that's what that feels like. It's painful. Anyway, I just want to explain that to you. That's why my hands will look like that and like that. They go away within about, I'd say they're trying to start going away now. They probably won't. But I'd say in the next month or so, they'll start to disappear. But yeah, there you go. An unuseful fact for you. All right, guys. So we've got a interesting episode for you tonight. Much like previous episodes in the last 2 weeks, we've got a lot of Umbrella Entertainment stuff. Well, not as much as we had before. We got some mail that we didn't get to finish, and I know it's Umbrella Entertainment. We've got a box here that we haven't opened. This was from the beginning of June. This is from the beginning of June, and I'm so excited about this one. I just haven't opened it. We will, and we'll talk about it tonight. So we have mail, we have Let's Get Physical Media, we have beer. I'm doing this all back to front. This is not the way it's going to work out tonight. We have a beer. We're going to talk about beer. We're going to do Let's Get Physical Media. I've got a big bag of physical media down here to talk about. I did some op shopping and found some stuff. We're going to talk about it, and then we're going to obviously do mail, and then we're going to see where we stand. And if we don't sort of use up too much time, we're not here for 2.5 hours, we might do something else. We'll see. Maybe we'll do trailer trash. We've obviously got the Odyssey to talk about. Yeah, there's an interesting one to talk about, and we've got a few other movies coming up on the horizon, which could be good or bad, depending. But in the meantime, though, let us have a beer, because I would like a beer. Would you like a beer? I'd be happy if you had a beer. Anyone else drinking a beer? The chat's there. If you want to throw something in the chats, welcome to TDV episode. Well, learn to type me. Episode. Is that the hashtag key? I can't see. There's the hashtag key. Episode 57. What are we drinking? Question mark. Okay, cool. Let us move on to the beer segment because it's the first segment that we need to begin. I should get some music behind me at some point. But before we do the beer segment, I'm just going to let you know that on this TV here, I'm playing the Clone Wars because I always play something on here for splashy light. We don't have the volume up. We don't watch it. I'm focused on you, purely on you. On the CRT TV with the VCR, we have, we actually have Attack of the Clones. That's ironic, really. I just pressed play on whatever was in there. We have Clone Wars on this TV here. We have the CRT, we have Attack of the Clones. And this movie up here is up for you to guess. What is this movie? It's a big, huge movie, and it's horror related or horror adjacent. And you probably know what it is. You just got to watch it and pay attention. Let me know in the chat or in the comments what you think it is. Because if you guess it, you don't get anything. You just get my respect. The only other person that's ever guessed one of these movies I play is Mr. Mark McBride, and I don't know if he's here tonight. Haven't heard him on the chat for a little bit now. All right, so let's move on to beer, and then we'll go on to the next thing. And by the way, this big hoodie is going to come off at some stage. It just is a little bit too cold in here still to take it off. I tried before. It wasn't very comfortable, so it's staying on until it gets a bit too warm, then it'll come off. All right, beer time. Let's go to beer, and let's go there right now. Beer. All right, we're keeping it simple tonight. We're having bottled beer. I do have a can up there that I might drink as well, which is a dark beer we had last time, the Coopers. I don't know what they call it. Was it a dark stout or a dark ale? It could have been a dark ale. We'll get it out soon. We've got a Fraser Briggs. This is kind of like a take on the Bogues beer. Fraser Briggs Premium Lager. I think it was 4.5%. There it is in tiny writing. Come on, Roddy, you can focus. You're good at focusing. 4.6%. Sorry, I lied. It's 4.6%. I would love it if you drank a beer with me. Can I throw this and get it in the bin? The bin's quite full. I didn't empty it today. Normally I do. It didn't go in the bin, just in case you wanted to know. Fraser Briggs. And we've got a premium lager at 4.6%. And very nice indeed. A bit hard to talk with beer in my mouth. Fraser Briggs is a okay beer. They have a couple of different versions of that. They mostly, well, I've never seen them anywhere else. I'm sure they're around, but I've only ever seen them at Aldi. They did actually restock the Guinness at Aldi recently, but I just haven't had a chance to pick any up. I love Guinness. If you know me, you know I love Guinness. Kilkenny's okay. Kilkenny's serviceable. I like Kilkenny, but Guinness, that's the bomb. If you don't like Guinness, I understand. Some people really don't like it, but I like a good Guinness. So good. All right, I just did an update on Instagram to let people know that I'm here. And to people that I sent messages to, just blind sent, apologies. But sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. I don't pester people a lot on Instagram. Just every once in a while, I'll drop off a message. This time, for some reason, it wouldn't let me send the story. I don't know what's going on with Instagram doing that, but I had to send a post instead and link to the story. So, yeah, I'm sorry. Usually the link's right there. You can jump onto it. But, yeah, it got a bit difficult. But if you don't like those messages, please go ahead. Let me know. It's completely fine. I won't send them to you again. I've had a couple of people in the past say no thank you, and I've just taken them off that list. But yeah, I don't send them very much. Just every once in a while. I'm a small channel. I struggle to get people to drop in. It's just sometimes you got to do what you got to do. All right, so anybody out there that is in the chat, I'm not too sure if anybody wants to jump into the chat. You are most welcome to. We're a free space here. I don't tolerate stupidity, so to speak. So you're free to talk about your love of movies, toys, pop culture, all that, to your heart's content. And tonight we're going to talk about a lot of movies. I don't know what's going on with my lighting. It keeps dropping in and out. Roddy's not really enjoying. Why does it do that? Why are you doing this to me? Rotten Roddy. I'm right in the center. Have you guessed the movie playing in the background? Have you guessed? Have you guessed? I'll let you have the time to do that. It's a very long movie. A very long movie indeed. Now, before we get into Let's Get Physical Media, let's address the elephant in the room. I won't make it part of news. Odyssey. The Odyssey. Anybody's thoughts on the Odyssey? I've been in two minds about this for quite some time. In fact, I had a healthy debate with my family about this just yesterday evening. I wouldn't say it was a heated argument. It was definitely a healthy debate. I have some fears about the Odyssey, and some people have fears about it. I've tried to avoid any spoilers. I'm not watching any reviews on the Odyssey at this point in time, and trying to just not take in other people's opinions. Because when you go to watch a movie, and I'm planning on watching it, I would like to say maybe I have my own personal opinions, but I haven't seen it yet. I would like to think that the movie does the talking. Okay, so the movie should make itself very well known to you over the course of its 2 hours or whatever amount of time it takes. But I have some skepticism. I'll let you know what my skepticism is, and it became part of the debate that I had with my wife and my kids in the lounge room. My kids have grown up very aware of the importance of, how do I put this and make it into a sensible sentence? My kids have grown up being very aware of everyone's rights, of the rights of themselves, their bodies, their safety, the safety of other people, the rights of all cultures to have an existence, of course, because we promote that in our household. It's a very big conversation. It's very hard to put into a sentence. But basically, my kids have grown up understanding the importance of human beings and how we must all respect and love and care about the needs of human beings on this planet. We all need to get along. And so that we're not biased one way or the other. Now, having said that, as you know, if you follow my channel, I want, when I watch a movie, to watch a movie, a spectacle, a story, character development. I want to be brought into the world of a movie. Now, the Odyssey is a bit of an anomaly because it's not like The Lord of the Rings or another story where you've gotten the source material and you've tried to stick to it. The Odyssey has been changed. Now, as far as I can tell from what I've read everywhere, there was an adaptation or an adaptation of the Odyssey by a feminist writer, and it changed the vernacular, the language, a lot of the sort of background of that story of the Odyssey by Homer. It was changed to be a bit more now and a bit more culturally relevant to sort of, I guess, every culture and inclusive and all that stuff. And that's fine. That's fine that people do that in a movie, except I have the opinion that the Odyssey should be true to its original roots. Now, once again, if you have followed any of my videos, you know that I don't say that as a way of sort of sidelining any group, person, culture, sexual preference, any of that stuff. I'm a bit of a traditionalist with movies when it comes to, like, say, a written work. I want to see a translation of the written work. I want to see how people can pull off that story, the original story. So when somebody goes ahead and writes a retelling of that and then changes it to be more now and changes it to be more culturally relevant, which is fine. I'm not planning on reading the book. I just think to myself, okay, but Homer didn't live now. Homer lived then. So his thoughts, his ways of thinking, his ideals came from that time period. And that Odyssey was written in that time period. And it might be wrong. Some of the things might be wrong. That he's obviously was a very, I guess, manly man in terms of, you know, maybe he didn't see women a certain way. Maybe he didn't see other issues a certain way. But it was of that time. Now, once again, I'm not dismissing the issues of that time, but my personal opinion is that it's a classic work of literature and it should be made directly into a movie from the source material. Now, that's the cause of the debate. So, look, it was definitely a strong debate that I had last night and we all disagree with each other. They haven't seen the movie yet either, and I haven't seen the movie, but we're going to go and see it at some stage. But it was all good. It was all good in the end. We had a big chat about it the next day, and they understand. I mean, like, I liked Barbie, for crying out loud. Like, come on. Like, I have friends that didn't like Barbie at all, and I liked Barbie. I thought Barbie was a really good movie. But, yeah, we have different opinions about things. So it was definitely interesting. My opinion about the Odyssey is I'm willing to give it a chance. I am very, very apprehensive. I'm very apprehensive and a little bit worried that it's not going to be what I hope it is. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. What are your opinions about the Odyssey? I mean, it's Christopher Nolan, and the images so far in the small amount of trailers I've seen of it look pretty incredible. So I don't think Nolan's done too many bad things in his repertoire of movies. But once again, like, I don't know why he chose that version of the Odyssey. I don't know. That's the part that worries me. But anyway, anybody got an opinion about it? If you do, let me know in the chat. If you are not here for the chat and you're a replay crew and you're watching tomorrow, leave it in the comments. What do you think? Have you watched the Odyssey? Are you going to watch the Odyssey? Please, no spoilers if you have watched the Odyssey. Please do not tell us about it. I don't want to know because I have to go and see it. But yeah, are you happy with it? Did you like it? Are you scared? Are you worried? Are you ambivalent? Let me know in the comments or the chat. All right, I think as much as I'd like to just sit here and drink a beer without saying anything to you, I think we might have to move on to Let's Get Physical Media because it's what we're here for. Even though this beer is very nice. And I guess the other thing about the way I watch movies is I don't like politics in movies. I don't like being lectured in a movie. Let's put it that way. There's been some movies and TV series and things that, like, I mean, Disney, for example, is a good example of it, where it's just like you're just putting story second. You're putting character development second. You're not even really writing a story. You're just filling it full of political mumbo jumbo and grandstanding and, I guess, telling everyone their shit unless they like what you like. And I don't like that. I'm there for the story. When I pick up a book and I read a novel, if I get lectured to in the novel in the first 20 pages, I'm going to put the novel down. I just want to read a story. Give me a story. It can be anybody in the story. It can be anybody in the story. Any culture, any background, any sexual preference, any of that stuff can be in the story. But just make it believable. Build character. Build characters, give good locations, make good locations, make the world a real place, and I'll believe it, and I'll be invested. But if you write a story and you spend half the time telling me what I shouldn't believe and what I shouldn't believe, I'm not going to be interested. Why would I be interested in somebody telling me what to do? Right? If I believe I'm already a good person, why would I watch somebody lecture me? I'm not interested in that. Not at all. I'm into for the story, baby. The story, the character development, the world. Bring me into the world. That's what I want. I want to believe what you're telling me. All right? None of this other stuff. None of the other junk. All right, let's get physical media before I get told off in the comments for sounding like I'm not sounding. All right. I got to find my little bumper. There you are. A little bit of Olivia Newton-John. Everyone loves Olivia Newton-John. Come on, let's sing it with Olivia.
Let's get physical media. I want to get physical media. Let me hear your movies talk. Let's get...
No, I couldn't find the button quick enough. Let's get physical media. Why am I getting this message? Hang on a second. I'm getting weird stuff sent to my phone. I think it's spam. I don't know what you are sending me. What are you sending me? Let's look at it on my watch. I don't know who you are. People are sending me random phone numbers. Yes, no, let's not do that. All right, let's get back to real things and not scam messages on my phone. All right, I've got a bag down here with a bunch of physical media in it. I'm just going to pull things from the top because the bag is too full. It's overflowing. I don't know what you guys are collecting at the moment, but I've been mostly trying to collect Blu-rays because my Blu-ray collection is here. It's a very big collection. It never used to be. It was, look, I probably had the same size Blu-ray collection for quite a few years. I used to work in the film industry. It helped me, I guess, have the money to buy movies. A lot of my movies are DVDs, and I was trying to upgrade a lot of those to Blu-ray. So my Blu-ray collection was the same for quite some time. And once I decided to just upgrade, because for the longest time I was like, DVDs, I've got, like, there's no need to double up on things. You know, once I started doubling up, I started getting rid of things because I don't want to double up. So now I'm doing swapping. I'd rather have them on Blu-ray, better quality. I'm not a 4K person. I have a few 4Ks. I don't have a 4K player. I don't have a 4K TV. But if they're in a dual pack 4K Blu-ray, I will collect them if it's a good movie. And I think it's worth my while. But I'm building up my Blu-ray collection. So now this shelf here, which is one of those skinny media shelves, is pretty much full. It give or take a few things behind this computer that I can't get to, because it was a really good idea to put a shelf behind a computer. I'd say about maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves, 5 shelves behind there. Mini shelves, not full. But the rest is full of Blu-rays. So now I'm starting to have them stacked up. You can probably see them here. Look, stacks. You know, I don't have a problem. Stacks, Blu-rays up here, some DVDs here, CDs here, CD shelf here that I built, rolling on wheels so I can move it out. And then behind me, just, no, this way. That shelf there is all DVDs, which I'm now putting into Terrafold cases. Let me show you what they look like. These are Terrafold cases. Means I can have my collection, and I can. Oops, wrong one, front one. I can put them in a slip sleeve and less space. I'm not joking when I say I've got a collection of DVDs that are about that wide that are 100 movies. So I'd rather have that than have to get rid of things because I don't have the space in this 3x3 room to, you know, rumble in the Bronx in a Terrafold case. You know, I've got the movie. I can watch it anytime I want. It's protected. And now I've got it in a sleeve. I can treat it like a record. You know, I don't go out of my way to buy DVDs all the time. But if I can Terrafold them, if I can put them in Terrafold cases, all the more reason to own it because I can fit it. Now, I've slowly been buying 100 of these Terrafold cases at a time and going through my collection. I've got about close to 3,000 movies in here. So, yeah, it's been interesting. It takes me about maybe an hour and a half to actually get 100 DVDs in Terrafold cases. But, yeah, it's my project. So then I can free up this case over here, which is on this side. That's DVDs and VHS down the bottom. So half is DVDs, half is VHS. So this case here and this case here eventually will be Blu-rays. At least that's the plan. At least that is the plan. All right, so let us look at the things that I bought. Let's stack a few of them up. We're going to start with VHS, just because they were the things on top. Anybody collecting VHS or still have VHS or continue to buy VHS? Are you interested in VHS? Anybody interested in VHS? I still collect them. I used to be huge into VHS when I was younger. I had a lot of movies. I watched a lot of movies on VHS, and it was I guess the media choice back then because there wasn't really anything else, give or take Beta and a few other things. So yeah, I let go of a lot of good ones over the years, and now I'm kind of kicking myself. Now, this one is, you might know this gentleman. I've seen lots of videos of him online, and he's a very funny man. Little bit saucy at times. I mean, this one does say sexual references. You might be familiar with a man called Frankie Howard. I found a collection of 3 VHS tapes. And yeah, I'm going to show it to you now. The Frankie Howard Up collection. It's the 30th anniversary. It's English. He's an English comedian. So you might be familiar with this gentleman. Now, I can't sort of show too much before I get in trouble with YouTube, because YouTube can be a bit of a fickle beast. But you've got Up Pompeii, which we've probably seen some of these episodes from some sections of this in episodes on YouTube. Up the Chastity Belt. It's all very, look, there's a lot of talking and not a lot of, you don't see a lot. Up the Front. So obviously you've got a few different things. They're very much in the carry-on movie style. So Frankie Howard. Now they come in this case here. Now you've probably, if you watch any of him on YouTube, you've probably seen this Roman Pompeii kind of one. There's lots of skits. He's just saucy skits, saucy jokes. Doesn't really show anything, so I shouldn't get in trouble. And then the sides are the VHS tapes. Yeah, so very much in the vein of the carry-on movies. There's one that's, I think Pompeii is probably the one that's probably the most for mature audiences. The rest are PG. I mean, PG back then, which don't mean much now, because PG back then showed a lot. But I just thought it was a fun collection to have. The Frankie Howard Up collection. And I think I didn't pay much for these. $3. $3. Pretty cool. Let's put those down there. These 4 are a fantastic find together, because I have a few of this person's movies already. And I'm a huge fan of this person. I'm just going to say that person's name is Jerry Lewis. I've already got the Disorderly Orderly. I think, is it the Delicate Delinquent I've got down there? I can't remember. I've got 3 of his movies on VHS already. But I found these in an op shop and I picked them up just because I'm a huge fan of Jerry Lewis. A huge fan. Ever since I was a kid, he was one of my favorite comedians, and I've mentioned that countless times on this channel. The first VHS I've got, and I haven't checked them before. Yep, there it is. Does need to be rewound a little bit, I think. Jerry Lewis in Cinderfella. Anyone else a fan of Jerry Lewis? He's kind of frowned down on now, because he used to pull faces and do accents and stuff like that. He used to do Chinese and Japanese accents and accents from other countries like France and places in Europe. And I guess, that stuff doesn't fly anymore. But, he was an innocent. He wasn't a mean person. I guess that's my point. That was part of his shtick. Tape. It's in there. Well, you can't see it, can you? Cinderfella. So yeah, I found 4 of these. So I found Cinderfella. That was, I think, $2. No, that was $1. Oh, I think I got some of no, I got these from, oh yeah, okay. I got these from the Vinnies, because I went to a Vinnies today and they charged $2 per VHS. I got these before I finished work. I ran across and they were closing. They let me in because they know me, and I grabbed a bunch of these. So Cinderfella. It's a classic tale on the Cinderella story. That's the first one. Happy to have that. Very funny, Jerry Lewis. A lot of slapstick. The next Jerry Lewis one I have needs to be rewound. Is in there, and that's Jerry Lewis in The Errand Boy. He did a lot of movies with Dean Martin as well. Like, there's a whole bunch of them. I've got a lot on DVD. I've got a ton on DVD, actually. I need to double check what I'm missing, though, because I start to get a little bit disoriented with Jerry Lewis's movies. Which one I have, which one I don't. The great old poster. The Errand Boy. Disorderly Orderly's pretty funny, too. Like, he'd do things like, he'd be sweeping and he'd wait for somebody to walk past him, and then he'd lift the grass up and sweep everything under the grass. Like that kind of thing. Very funny. The Errand Boy. It's in there, needs to be rewound, but a great addition to the collection. Love Jerry Lewis. Absolutely love Jerry Lewis. Jerry Lewis again and this one has been rewound. It is in there. In the Bell Boy, I was going to say the Bellhop, which is the same thing as a Bellboy. The Bellhop. Sorry, the Bellhop. Bellboy. What the heck am I saying? What the heck am I saying? I'm sounding a little bit like Gimli. Like this.
What did I say? He can't hold his liquor.
I've only had one beer. The Bellboy, not the Bellhop, the Bellboy. There you go. The Bellboy, obviously lots of hijinks, lots of things going wrong, things breaking, knocking things over. There's a skit in a Disorderly Orderly as well where he's like wheeling a guy that's got a full body cast down to the sunny grass to get some sun. I don't know why he'd get some sun. He's in a full body cast. And he falls off of the wheelchair and this guy rolls down the hill, this grassy hill. And then all the way to the bottom, he rolls up against the tree and shatters, and there's nothing inside the body cast. He's like picking up pieces of body cast and going, oh, Mr. Whatever, Mr. Where have you gone? Where are you hiding? Just slapstick humor. But yes, the Bellboy, not the Bellhop, the Bellboy. There you go. Very cool. Another one. Back to front in its case. Very naughty. I have to keep track of which ones I've got because I get confused. I've got so many Jerry Lewis movies, plus now I've got the VHS tapes. I'm going to get confused. This one is the Patsy. I think a patsy is somebody who takes the blame for things. Jerry Lewis in the Patsy. Comedy classic. He's holding it. Comedy classic. He's having his strings pulled by a bunch of people. What does that sound in the back? When a well-known entertainer dies, his management team is not quite ready to disband, so they decide to find a replacement for him. In walks the bumbling bellhop, Stanley Belt. Jerry Lewis, he's a bellhop as well. Stanley Belt, and suddenly they know they've found their man. They sign him to a contract, then try to turn this sitting duck into a beautiful swan. There's one hitch, however. Stanley has no talent. Regardless of that, the publicity wheels are set in motion, and Stanley soon becomes a Hollywood sensation. Stanley is put to the test with his appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show and manages to become a real star. This VHS was made in 1992. Jerry Lewis the Patsy. I wonder what's on this logo up here. Oh, what a cool logo. I want this logo. Check out this logo. How cool is this logo? It's like a comedy VHS with the VHS spindles as the eyes. Very cool. There you go. So there's some VHS tapes for you. Now we'll go, oh yeah, and I found this one as well. Let's go on to, because there's more VHS at the bottom. Let's move on to this VHS. I found it sealed. Well, 95.6% sealed. Was there a brand name here or something? Is the brand Wired for Sound? I think the brand is Wired for Sound. Yep, Wired for Sound. A video head cleaning tape. Now, these were a dime a dozen. A lot of them didn't even work. A lot of them were just junk. They just made them because they could make a quick buck and disappear into the darkness with a gleeful chuckle. You get a little bottle there of cleaning fluid. This is still sealed, as you can see at the top. Like, it's shrink wrapped around the top. Guess you could still get it open if you needed to. And shrink wrapped around the bottom. And it gives you an indication about what a bad tape is and what a good tape is. So I have a second VCR. The one I have here that plays movies on is a really good one. And my friend Mark, Mr. Mark McBride, thank you, Mark, for that VCR. He was clearing it out and he said, you can have it. And I'm very grateful for it because the one I had worked, and I still have it. It's in the shed. It worked, but it was very staticky, and I could not. I tried cleaning tapes. I've tried like cleaning the heads on the actual VCR. It never quite fixed it. Yeah, so I might try again. So I'll get it out of the shed and pull it out and see if I can get it working. But the one that Mark's given me is great. It's a perfect VCR. It's about to, hang on, give me a second. It's about to get stuck on a video ending. Hang on. Sorry, I had to stop it and rewind it. You can hear the rewinding. I'll have to press play again in a minute. Yeah, so I don't know. I've tried these cleaning tapes before. That one's actually sealed. The ones that I found before were not sealed, so maybe that's why it didn't work. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I guess if something's been used too many times, maybe it wouldn't work. Let's do a quick hygiene check of the channel. We have 2 live viewers. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. My YouTube studio used to show me who was live viewing and who had viewed. So how many total views and who is live. Now it just says views. So I can't tell if it's live or not. Okay, before I move on, when I went to Vinnie's, they had these sticker sheets for $1 each, and I picked them up. I just want to show it to you. I put some on the fridge. I don't like all of these, but I thrifted. One of a kind. I'd rather be op shopping. That's pretty cool. Certified professional op shopper. That's kind of cool. In my thrift era. Yeah, I'm a bit young to be using those terminologies. I love Vinnie's. Yeah, I wouldn't say I love Vinnie's, but I like Vinnie's a lot. A thumbs up, which is pretty cool. Do good, feel good, which is cool. And found it at Vinnie's is kind of cool. So a couple of these will end up on the fridge, I think. The fridge of Doom's over there. It's got stickers all over it. It's probably going to end up a couple of those on there. I might put one on the car too. Maybe on one of the windows. I don't usually put stickers on my windows, but I might put one of these on the windows. Which one should I put on the video? I thrifted. I'd rather be op shopping. That's probably my choice. Professional, certified professional op shopper. Yeah, that would be my choices. Pretty cool though. I'd like to see some better stickers than that though. The colors are I know they're the Vinnie colors, the blue and the white and the yellow. But it'd be cool if there was some red and green and black ones. All right, let's move on to the next thing. We are moving on to some things I found today. Actually, this one I found the other day. So the shop that I showed you the Jerry Lewis videos from is really good. They don't always have good things, but the good thing about them is that they have most things for $1. So Blu-rays $1, DVDs $1. Sometimes TV shows are more than $3, and that can hurt sometimes, but most things are $1. I need another beer. Hang on. Hang on a second. Wait. Just hang on a second. Just be patient. Just be patient. Now press play on this. I'm gonna grab a beer. Let's go the dark beer. Let's go the dark beer. You probably saw my energy drinks in there too. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Oh, there was another tape here too. This needs to go in there. This needs to go in there. Okay. I usually have. Look, I'm 50. I'll be honest. I'm 52. I'm 52. With the mind of a 20-year-old, 17-year-old, whatever, young person, and I usually keep energy drinks. I drink them, but I don't drink them that much. But I tend to buy a lot of them, and they end up in the fridge, and then I drink them when I need the energy. So that fridge has just been stocked up with energy drinks because it's like 1:28 in the morning here. And at some point, I'm going to find it really hard to keep my head on my shoulders. So that's what you saw me putting in there. All right, this light, there's something going on with my lighting and Rotten Roddy. He's struggling to, oh, that's it. The ambience in here is not as ambient as I wanted it to be. All right, live views. 2 live viewers still. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, so this is a Blu-ray. Now, I didn't really find many Blu-rays, except for what I got in the mail, which I haven't opened yet. So I found this one. And look, I've got this one on DVD, but I'm more than happy to have it on Blu-ray because I'm reducing my DVDs down. And anything I have duplicates of, unless it's a really rare movie, I'm going to be moving them on. So I've got a lot of stuff that's going from that collection over there out into a box that's going to be either sold or whatever. I don't know, I'll figure it out later. So I'm happy to have this one, and it's in clean condition for $1. The Boys from Brazil. Classic post-war thriller. Now, I didn't realize, let's just make sure the region coding is correct on this one. It is a B, so it is for us. This terrifying thriller is based on Ira Levine's bestseller, in which Dr. Joseph Mengele, Gregory Peck, is alive and well and living in South America and gathers a group of former Nazis to work on a mysterious project. Ezra Lieberman, Laurence Olivier, begins to unravel the conspiracy and discovers that Mengele has cloned 94 young Hitlers. Suddenly, the terrifying extent of Mengele's plan is revealed, twisting genetic science to become a new weapon of global horror. It's almost a horror movie, but it's a thriller. But for $1 for a Blu-ray. Come on, it's the only store I know that gives Blu-rays to people for $1. Now, I haven't been there for a while, and when I dropped in, she said, haven't seen you for a while. A lot of good things have been sold to other people. Damn it. The best I ever did in that store is I got the opportunity to go through some fresh bags of Blu-rays, and I'm talking about like 2 full bags of Blu-rays, and I came home with 20 plus Blu-rays for $1 each. And I could have bought more, but I just picked the ones that I really wanted. I could have come home with 40 Blu-rays for $1. I mean, that's pays for itself, really. But the Boys from Brazil, I'll try and drop in there more regularly, but it's a bit hard. I'm doing like 50 hours a week at the moment, and that will eventually take its toll. You know, you don't get much of a life unless you hit the weekend. All right, the next thing I picked up from the same store for $1, so everything's $1. I'd heard many people talk about this one. Who did I hear talking about it most recently? I think it might have been the Cobwebs channel. The disc is, it's a bit scuffy, but mostly pretty clean. A John Wayne movie, and I'm pretty sure it's John Wayne. Let me just double check that. Yeah, John Wayne and Lauren Bacall. I was just talking about Lauren Bacall today. She was in another movie I really like with Kenneth More called Northwest Frontier. That's a great movie too, if you get a chance to see it. I'd like to take the sticker off, though, that says Hot Hits on the front. Get off of there. I don't want your Hot Hits sticker on there. And it's leaving residue. Yay, residue. I'll just swap the cover. Do you know how many covers I've got since I've moved everything to Terraform cases? I now store DVD covers. How messed up is that? I just peeled the sticker off. It's wrecked the cover. That's all right. And that movie that was mentioned on the Cobwebs channel, and also, no, I think it was actually, the Cobwebs channel might have mentioned it, but I think it was actually Mid-Level Media. I think it was Mid-Level Media. If you don't follow Mid-Level Media on YouTube, you should. He is a very good channel for finding out about 4Ks, Blu-rays, good movies. Go ahead and subscribe and watch. Well worth your time. The Shootist. Now, as I recall, it's John Wayne and Lauren Bacall. This story is about a what would you call him? Maybe I should just read the back. Legendary gunfighter. That's the wording I was looking for. A gunfighter. A retired legendary gunfighter. Just wants to, he's lived his life. He's shot dead many, many people. He's proved his worth. You know, when you get called out in the street, he's always survived because he's a legendary gunfighter. And then he gets old and he wants to just call it quits. He wants to find a parcel of land and he wants to settle down and live the last of his years and have a good life. Unfortunately, he's still a legend. And when people realize who he is, they challenge him to a gunfight. And so he can't find peace anywhere. Now, I haven't seen this movie, but I've heard a lot about it. On the back, it does say, let me just read it to you. I can't see for shit, so let me just do this. The year is 1901, and legendary retired gunfighter Wayne is diagnosed with cancer and wants to live out the rest of his days in peace and quiet. He cannot escape his reputation, however, and his services are soon called upon to take care of town bad guys Boone and O'Brien. Wayne must decide between comfort and his own personal code of honor. Needless to say, moral duty prevails and Wayne quickly goes into action. Based on a novel by Glendon how do you say that name? Glendon Swarthout, and featuring first-rate performances by supporting cast members Bacall and Stewart. Beautifully produced, The Shootist garnered a place on the National Board of Review Awardos? That's a weird, is it Spanish? Review Awardos, 10 Best Films of the Year list. Oh, it's got the chapter list on the back. That's really bizarre. Maybe that's meant to be on the inside. Is that meant to be on the inside? No, nothing's on the inside. It's a weird cover. I mean, look, I bought it just because of the reviews of people. They've said that it's a really good movie. And apparently quite tragic at the end. So I don't know if he loses his life or something bad happens. But there's a chapter list written on the back. So I don't know who produced this. Oh, Force Video. And I'm pretty sure Force Video, look, I might be wrong. Is this in 4.3? Doesn't tell me. Doesn't tell me. Running time 95 minutes. That's a great movie. 95 minutes is perfect. 60 minutes for an hour. 60 minutes for an hour and 30 minutes for half an hour. 35 minutes. So an hour and a half. Perfect. It's directed by Don Siegel. Screenplay by Scott Hale and Miles Hood Swarthouts. Produced by A. Frankovich. Frankovich. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. So, look, John Wayne, an older John Wayne. I don't have tons of Westerns. In fact, I see them all the time in op shops or thrift stores, and I don't pick them up because there are so many Westerns. Now, spaghetti Westerns, sure, I'd probably pick them up if they're spaghetti Westerns. But if it was just the endless range of Western movies, there are so many. Until I can get my collection under control, I'm not going to go collecting a bunch of Westerns, even though they might be good. But this one, I heard many good things about. I'm more than happy to have it in my collection. 95 minutes of Western fun. All right, I found another VHS and I didn't realize I had it. Let's make sure it's in there. It's not a mixed one. Cool. This is Thames Video Collection. It's an English movie starring Eric Sykes. Now, I know that name. Where have I known him from? Eric Sykes. This is called The Plank. It's a silent comedy, believe it or not. What's it say on the front? Pickwick video. Eric Sykes. Come on, surely you know his name. I should know. And Rhubarb. The video collection. An English comedy collection. Thames Video. I like the cover. So basically, it's a silent comedy. A classic silent comedy starring Eric Sykes and Arthur Lowe as two builders who find they are missing a floorboard. Untold confusion and mayhem follows as they travel across town with a replacement. Then they've also got the second episode, Rhubarb, another comedy without words except for the occasional rhubarb. Eric Sykes is the police inspector whose passion in life is golf, and with the help of Jimmy Edwards tries to win no matter how. Bob Todd stars as the vicar, who is the only person left in the golf club who will play the inspector, but unfortunately the vicar is a born loser. Come on, Roddy, focus. Rhubarb, and the plank. Yeah, interesting. So I'll pick it up. Trying to make more room for VHS in my collection. All right, this is $2. So I got this from the Vinnies today. I picked it up just because it looks fun. And once again, these are all taped, and I should have cut them earlier. Let's open it. Let's open it. How William Shatner Changed the World. It's a documentary. It's not a biography. It's a documentary. It's got William Shatner, Walter Koenig, Jonathan Frakes, Kate Mulgrew, Nichelle Nichols, and George Takei. It was $2. It's a documentary. How William Shatner Changed the World reveals how scientists who were inspired by Star Trek as children are surpassing the science fiction of the future foreshadowed in the program. From cell phones to computers and even cutting-edge medical devices and advances, this fascinating special explores how much of the sci-fi from Star Trek now permeates everyday life and advanced science. Hosted and narrated by William Captain Kirk Shatner himself, and based on his book I'm Working on That, this fascinating Trek Tech program features interviews with other Star Trek actors and looks at the legacy of the Star Trek franchise on scientific and technological advances. Here you go. Pretty cool. $2 though. It's $1 more than I wanted to pay. But, you know, sometimes you got to take the good with the bad. And now that we've opened it, it's got that on the inside. I've got a few Star Trek side documentaries, including Trekkies on VHS. Very clean disc. Yeah, $2. I think that was worth it, don't you? You can go there. Let's do this one. Let's do these ones, because these are the ones I got today. These are the ones I got today. These are from Salvos. Okay, first one. I just got this one because it looked like my era of and my style of movie. I like B-grade 80s and 90s science fiction. And so I picked this one up because I read the back. Never heard of it before. It's got Malcolm McDowell in it. Come on, open. They sticky tape up these DVDs. Hydrosphere. Anyone heard of Hydrosphere? I've never heard of Hydrosphere. It's got Malcolm McDowell and Michael Paré. In the future, tomorrow may never come. I read the back of it and it seemed bonkers and weird, but I'll read it to you. In the year 2103, a futuristic ocean freighter must deliver a cargo that could mean the end of civilization as we know it. A once great mega tanker captain Sean Murdoch McDowell has let himself disintegrate into a wrecked alcoholic since his last failed assignment. However, when the huge corporation Proxate asks Murdoch to captain the mega freight tanker Lilith. He agrees, not realizing that Lilith is a prison tanker with a crew of violent and insane men. Once aboard, chaos and action ensue, leaving Murdoch fighting for his life. Yeah, there you go. There's the disc. I don't know why it's called Hydrosphere. That's a really weird name for a movie. Disc is mostly pretty clean, a little bit spotty. But yeah, just has Malcolm McDowell in it. And, you know, has the words beginning in the year 2103. You know, we all like a good movie that starts with in the year. So I picked it up. I like movies that start with it. That was $2. Go in there. Pick this up because why wouldn't you pick it up? Oh, it hasn't been taped, which is awesome. It means I can open it and I can look at it. Ooh, she's a little bit ring scratched. Someone's twisted this on something. Can you see this? The ring scratching. There you go. Isn't that pretty? It's being ring scratched. Didn't check it when I was in store. I should have. You want to know what it is, though? It is The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, 3 episodes. Why would I not buy it? What does it say on there? Special featurette, Kang and Kodos. Kang and Kodos. Kang! Kodos, you idiot! Or is it 4 episodes? Oh, it's 4 episodes. I thought it was 3. It's got Treehouse of Horror 5, Treehouse of Horror 6. Oh, that hasn't got any terminology. Homer Simpson walking in the real world. Treehouse of Horror 7, Treehouse of Horror 8. Doesn't tell me. So the names are The Shining, Attack of the 50-Foot Eyesores. No, wait a minute. Okay. The Thing and I, and Hex and the City. And I love that green color. How good is that? Come on, Roddy, focus, you stupid dumb piece of shit. All right, frightfully fun. I picked it up because I have a collection of, not many, but some Simpsons movies. I think 4 seasons, maybe 5. I thought I'd pick that one up to add to it. All right, let's do the honors of going through this. Oh, there's a few here I need to go through. Yeah, we'll go through that. Go through that. I think that's one of them as well. Okay. Okay, all right. Let's do this one first. Need to move. Are these taped? Oh, they're all freaking taped. Some are sealed. Hey, there's a bunch of them that are sealed. One. Is that sealed? Ho, ho, ho. There's some that are sealed. That's so cool. All right. Let's do this one first. I saw this in the Vinnie's op shop last time. And I was like, oh, I think I've already got it. I'm just going to leave it. And then I got home, I'm like, I probably don't have it. I should have got it. Even if I do have it later, I'll find out and I'll just remove it. It's fine. I'll just add it to the next market that I do or something. Sell it there. No problems. Come on. Crying, you idiots. I can't get this off. That's all right. Doesn't matter. I'll get it off later. Python. Not Anaconda. Python. It's got Casper Van Diem. Robert Englund, of course. Fantastic. Will Wheaton's in it. And William Zabka. William Zabka is in it, along with Casper Van Diem, Robert Englund, and Will Wheaton from Star Trek. Python. Not great special effects, but I should have bought it last time, but I didn't. It's now open. I can look at it. Disc is a bit scuffy, mostly pretty clean. Mostly pretty clean. Look, you know, I've seen worse discs. Some of that's just smudge. And the inside of the case, Hang on, let me put this down. It's pretty cool too. Yeah, chapter headings. You need chapters. We all read chapters in DVD cases, don't we? We all read the chapters. Oh, well, did you know that when that guy got his head chopped off, it was called Heading to Work? Oh, good chapter name. Python. Had to pick it up. I'll try to squeeze it into my horror collection, which is now full. 11 shelves full of horror. I'll put it in there. That's fine. I'm happy. I don't care. This. Oh, I wish Mr. Mark McBride was here. Mark, are you here? Let me know. Let me know that you're here. Come on now. Let's open this up. Open that up. There you go. Bloody sticky tape. Anybody familiar with the Kenny Everett show? I grew up watching the Kenny Everett show. I don't know how kids were allowed to watch the Kenny Everett show. Very clean disc. Kenny Everett show was not meant for kids. But I grew up in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. So I saw a lot of things that were probably not for kids, that were just for kids. I guess kids watch them. I used to watch this after school. Well, the show, the Kenny Everett show, I used to watch after school. After school, I used to watch the Kenny Everett show. But this was a movie. One of his characters he played, because it was a variety kind of show, was Captain Kremen. Next to Hot Gossip with girls dancing in bikinis. But yeah, this is Captain Kremen was a science fiction character he played. And this is the movie. Kremen, the movie. Can you see by the picture? There's Carla, his sidekick, Carla. Yes, I remember the show. Kremen has a big long cape and Carla has a better shape. He used to say that. For general exhibition. Just to put this into context, for general exhibition. That's why I was allowed to watch it. Who put this out? Studio Canal? Studio Canal put it out. And Universal. Which I wouldn't do these days. Kremen the movie. And can you see some of the images? The Kenny Everett show was a very funny show with lots of funny characters he used to pull off. Well, sorry, he didn't pull them off, but he played them. I saw this and was like, what the actual hell? And I'm buying it. It was $2. $2. And I'm really happy to have it. It's going to go next to my Kenny Everett collection. These. I have been trying to find this series. I've seen this series out. One of the places I went to, I'll tell you what it is in a minute. I've found them and they wanted $8 to $13 per season. This is in a thrift store. This is a thrift store. Why is a thrift store charging $8 to $13 for a season of DVD? Ridiculous. So I've always passed up and I'm not paying $8 for a season on DVD. When they've got the whole collection there, $8 times, I don't know how many seasons there were, maybe 13. You do the math. 13 times 8, or 8 times 13. So 8 times 10 is 80. 3 times 8, 8 and 8, 16, 24. What did I say before? 80. So over $100 for at an op shop for TV series? No. I have season 1. I also have season 2 part 1. But now I found these. So these are, for the most part, sealed. Only one season isn't. And it's not all of them. Bewitched. I have Bewitched season 1. And now I have Bewitched season 2. Sealed. Brand new. Brand new. I love Bewitched. I grew up watching Bewitched. For $5. $5 for this. $5. Sealed. Season 2. Season 3. Can you believe what happened here? Can you believe instead of $5, it was $2? Sealed. This is more like it, guys. $2 to $3, $5 tops. Bewitched season 3. in color this time, not in black and white. For $2. They didn't price it at $5. Someone messed up. Sealed. Season 4, direct line. Direct to line, season 4. Sealed. Still in the plastic wrapping. Roddy Focus. Sealed. Can you see the wrapping? Can you see the wrapping? Sealed. Season 4. $2. And then I skipped 5 and 6 and went straight to my favorite number. Can you guess my favorite number? Can you guess my favorite number? Oh, yeah. Season 7, which has been opened. Season 7. So I'm missing 5 and 6. And for $2, I got season 7. How awesome is that? Now, I'd better double check. Oh, it's been sticky taped. Yes, it has. Let me just check. I would hate to think that they're missing discs. 1, 2. I have been wanting the full collection of Bewitched for a long time. Now, I don't want to pay $250 for the Blu-rays, complete series. It's all in there. Tabitha. That's where I get Tabitha from. Tabitha. That was the daughter. Brand new. So clean. Tabitha? That's Tabitha. 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 Now you turn him back. Tabitha. 4 DVDs, season 7. So I've got now 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. So I really need 5 and 6. I don't know how many seasons there are. But all of these for the combined price of what? 5, 2, 2, 2. So $11. And 3 of these 4 are sealed and new. Thrifting. This is what happens when you thrift. You can win. You just got to be in it to win it. I haven't been op shopping for a while now. I haven't been thrifting for a while. Too much work at the moment going on. But it does go to show what can happen when you do thrift. Now, I need to open this beer. This is the other beer I was talking about. It's a Cooper's Dark Ale. So I was kind of correct. One of the things I said was Dark Ale. Cooper's Dark Ale. Have you guessed the movie yet? What's the movie? What's the movie? Has anyone guessed the movie? If you're into dark, weirdly martial arts inspired period piece dramas with monsters, you might guess what it is. A nice dark ale. Quick hygiene check. Quick hygiene check. 2 viewers, thank you. We are winding down. The last DVD I'm going to show you spun me out when I found it. Spun me out. Now, who released this? Oh, of course it would be Madman. So I'm just reading the back of it. Okay, cool. Now, one thing I didn't know about this is that this is an animation with some live action segments. I didn't realize it was some of it was based on Bill Cosby's life growing up in Philadelphia. It's actually back to front in there. Can you guess what series I'm talking about? And I don't mean the Bill Cosby show. I used to watch this show after school every day. I was wondering why it looked like that. It's a really odd thing to show. Can you guess what show it was?
Hey, hey, hey.
Can you remember that?
Hey, hey, hey.
It's what? What is it?
Hey, hey, hey.
It's Fat Albert. Greatest Hits. Now, I don't know if they've ever re-released this in a full series, but I was just talking to my wife about this today. Fat Albert. I grew up watching Fat Albert. So apparently this show was, and I didn't know this, was based on Bill Cosby's youth growing up in and around Philadelphia. And anybody can correct me with more knowledge than I already know. But this is the greatest hits. So some of the best. It's 4 discs, some of the best episodes from Fat Albert.
Hey, hey, hey.
Look, there it is there.
Hey, hey, hey.
20 classic episodes of Fat Albert. I don't know how it's 20 episodes over 4 discs. I guess it's 5 episodes per disc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 episodes per disc. Disc 1, disc 2, disc 3, disc 4, disc... Yeah. So instead of being seasons, I don't know how many seasons there were. I'll have to look it up. I got this cool Fat Albert Greatest Hits box set. And I have never in my life, and this is done by, where is it? Madman, which makes sense. This would be a very Madman thing to do. Release a set of Fat Albert episodes on DVD. What is it? Entertainment rights. So if you take it out of its little slip sleeve, because it's got the it's got like a cutaway in here. You can see I'm sliding the whole team out, and you've got the whole team.
Hey, hey, hey.
What an interesting case. You got the kid with the beanie that goes all the way over his head, and he's got eyes holes cut out in it. Look, I watched this all the time when I was a kid. I couldn't tell you definitively a story beginning to end that happened in this series. You got, what's that superhero called? Brown something? Brown Rocket, maybe? I don't remember. You got a superhero. And then these will fold out into the discs, which I can show you. But I'm really happy to find this. Is that a little sleeve thing? Oh, it opens again. Oh, there's the man himself that we love to hate. Didn't realize he had any play in it, but there you go. You got 4 discs. And then, oh, geez. And one just fell out. And the arsehole himself. To this day, some people still say that he didn't do anything wrong, which is unbelievable. Hang on. Hang on. All the discs look pretty clean. I just dropped one on the floor. It's got a little bit of scratching to it. Come on, stay in there. But there were more players in this TV show than just Mr. Bill Arsehole Cosby, and a big piece of my youth. So I will be holding on to this, and you can make those judgment calls on me if you'd like. Fat Albert, greatest hits. Really glad to find it, because I thought that stuff was lost to time. All right, we're down to VHS. And then we're going to do mail. And that's coming up on 2 o'clock in the morning. I think we start around 12:30-ish. So I might do mail tonight and end it there. But we have to do episode 57, so I'm here doing that. I'm doing this for your pleasure. All right. Next, I've never heard of this. Has anyone heard of this? I picked it up just because it's odd. Very strange. Even the story's strange. Just can't make sense of it. It's got that great guy there that plays bad guys in movies. What's he? He was even in Seinfeld. I can't tell what his name is. Charles Burning. No, I don't know. Bud Court, maybe? Is it Bud Court? Bud Court. Anyone heard of Die Laughing? Anyone? It seems like a crazy movie. I read the back of it. I couldn't really make sense of it. Let's see if I can read the back to you. Look at the writing, by the way. I mean, like, who wants to read that when they're trying to figure out if they're watching a movie? Who wants to read that? All right, I'll give you a little bit of a novel on the back. It says, here's the situation. Daniel Pinsky wants to be a rock star, but for now he's driving a cab. His first fare of the day just got casually bumped off at a red light. Another hitman took a nosedive whilst trying to break into Pinsky's apartment through a 5th-story window. It looks like Pinsky's the #1 suspect for the multiple murder, and all on account of a monkey holding a secret formula capable of destroying the world. Not bad for a morning's work, but that's just for openers. By the time Die Laughing has its last laugh, you'll see Pinsky tangling with a circus of Russian spies, including an 8-foot giant called Gregor, a Scarface assassin in the pay of a prepubescent computer genius obsessed with blowing up the left breast off of the Statue of Liberty, half the San Francisco police force, and perhaps most dangerous of all, his ex-girlfriend's starstruck kid sister. With the talented and ever-dependable Charles Durning in the role of Arnold, proprietor of the Red and Blue Cab Co., and Pinsky's ally, Die Laughing is terrific entertainment. I think this bad guy is Bud, where's the name? I just saw it. Bud something. I swear to God, I just saw it. Bud Court as Mueller. Is it Bud Court? Can we see what Bud Court looks like? But Die Laughing. Oh, it's one of those weird movies that I thought you just have to own it to see what it's like. Never seen it before. Die Laughing. And it's got the, is it Blockbuster? No, Video Easy. Video Easy sticker on it. Bud Court. Let's see if I'm right about Bud Court. Hang on, give me a sec. Give me a second. That's better. See, when I do the search now, the background's not bright. It's blue. Bud Court. Oh, maybe that's not him. No, that's not who I'm looking for. Who's the bad guy? Oh, he was the kid that played in Harold and Maude. Oh, died at 77. Let's do Die Laughing. Die Laughing movie. I also want this to, appearance dark. Can we go dark? Yes, go dark. Please go dark. Oh, that is so much better. How about much better is that? That was hurting my brain, probably hurting yours. Who was the bad guy in Die Laughing? Show me. Yes, Larry Hankin. This guy. Can we go to desktop screen? Here I am down here. I'm down. Hello, down here. This is who I'm talking about. He was in Seinfeld as well. Larry Hankin plays one of the bad guys. Oh, you got some good cast in here. Let's have a look. Robbie Benson is Pinsky. Linda Grovner is Amy, his girlfriend. Charles Durning, Elsa Lanchester, Bud Cort, Rita Taggart, Larry Hankin. He was in Seinfeld. Obviously, he's been in a lot of things. He's played a lot of roles. Peter Coyote. What a great name. Last name. Charles Fleischer. Melanie Henderson. Carol Strucken. You know him. He's the... He would have played Lurch in Addams Family, didn't he? Played Lurch. Morgan Upton. You got Joe Belfin. Is it Belfin or Bellin? Sorry, Bellin. Maurice Argent, Rhoda Gimagani, Scott Devaney, Olan Jones, and some names without photos. That's okay. Die Laughing cast. There you go. Just looks fun. It looks fun. Let's go back to Roddy Cam. Yeah, I had to pick it up. Looks fun. Looks like I've never seen it before. Here's one with a great cover. Can go into my Clint Eastwood collection. And it is in there, and I have checked it, and it looks clean. What a great cover. Kelly's Heroes. I have this on DVD already. I don't have it on Blu-ray. I'm in two minds as to whether I'd want to get it on Blu-ray. Kelly's Heroes is a great movie. It's basically a heist movie. It's got all the greats. Clint Eastwood, Telly Savalas, Don Rickles, Carol O'Connor, Donald Sutherland plays a crazy, wacky character who drives a tank. They're in it to get the money from the bank. A bank in the middle of Germany. Right? People are all on the attack, and they're like, hey, we just want to steal some gold. They even convince one of the nasty German colonels or something on the other side to come and join them to rob the bank. Great movie. Kelly's Heroes. What a great cover. Look at those colors. I didn't really need to pick this up. I got it on DVD. I picked it up because of the cover. I love it. Absolutely love it. Now burning myself on the heater. Now, speaking of Clint Eastwood, there was a few of them there. So I picked them up because they had the logo Clint Eastwood collection. And let's make sure that's in there. What a great case. Yep. Pick this one up. Pink Cadillac. It's got Bernadette Peters in it. Clint Eastwood. I haven't seen this for a very long time, but these come with these beautiful red lifters on the back of them, and the inside spools. Is that red as well? The inside spools are red as well. You see the red spools. Pretty. That's pretty on the inside. Just do that with horror movies. Look at that. I got A Perfect World. Kevin Costner and Clint Eastwood. A Perfect World. Paid $2 each for these. I've seen this. This is where, this has a tragic ending. But, yeah, he plays a cop in this, Clint Eastwood. And Kevin Costner is a baddie. Once again, red. Is it Perfect World? Yep. I've seen the ending of this plenty of times on YouTube. Pretty devastating. Another Clint Eastwood collection. White Hunter, Black Hearts. I actually don't know this one. This is one I haven't seen. Obviously, it's set in Africa because there's an elephant. Clint Eastwood's White Hunter, Black Heart is his best movie. Well, that's debatable these days. I don't know really anything about it. In this robust film from the novel by who accompanied Houston to Africa 40 years ago to work on the Africa Queen. White Hunter, Black Heart gives Eastwood his most colourful screen role to date. He plays John Wilson, a brilliant, driven film director, loosely based on legendary movie maker John Huston, determined to turn his new film project in Africa into a grand personal adventure Hunting a wild elephant. Well, that's not good, is it? Why do you need to hunt anything? It's got beautiful lettering on it, though. White hunter, black heart. Makes sense, though. White hunter, black heart. Cool. Picked that up. That was $2. Guessing it all backfires on him eventually. I picked this up because why the hell would I not pick this up? It has not been rewound and needs to be. But why would I not pick this up? Remember the Animaniacs? It's got that real catchy tune. This is number 1, by the way. Number 1 in the VHS. The Animaniacs. Number 1. I just saw this and picked it up immediately. I didn't care if it's good or not. But we all know the Animaniacs. How many episodes? Yeah, it wouldn't be many. It's not a very big tape, but I paid $2 for it. Introducing Yakko and Wacko, the Warner Brothers, and Dot, the Warner sister. Created 50 years ago, these fun-crazed cartoon furballs caused so much chaos they were locked away in the Warner Brothers water tower. Now they've escaped, and along with their positively bonkers animated pals, they're about to explode into the wildest, wackiest animated adventure known to man or toon. Prepare, if you dare, for Animaniacs. Hilarity reaches new heights when Wacko and his dingbat doctor are stranded in a stalled elevator in ups and downs. She puts them in the place, puts them in critical condition. Next, the Warner siblings drive a know-it-all llama down totally loony in Wally Llama. Okay, so I think there's 4 episodes on here. I don't think they go for more than maybe 10 minutes each. Maybe. I don't remember. Animaniacs. But look at that, number 1. Warner Brothers Family Entertainment. Is that a sticker, by the way? No, that's not a sticker. That's part of the front cover. They're really crazy. Crazy animated cartoon characters. Had to pick it up. No way I wasn't going to pick it up. Ah, there was another Clint Eastwood one. One that I have seen. Let's make sure it's in there. It's got red lettering. It's got the red case. We all know this movie, unless you don't. In the Line of Fire. Great movie. Clint Eastwood. In the Clint Eastwood collection. So I've got a few Clint Eastwood movies already on. Is that Susan Sarandon? No, it's not Susan Sarandon. That's the other woman. What's her name? I don't remember her name. What was her name? Do I have a movie with her in it? She was in one of the Lethal Weapons. Was it Lethal Weapon 2 or 3? Come on now. Let's do this. In the Line of Fire cast. Pictures, please. Usually they tell you. Yes, that one. Oh, Rene Russo. Crazy. Can't believe I forgot her name. Rene Russo. Rene Russo in The Line of Fire. You know her. She was in one of the Lethal Weapon movies. Yeah, had to pick it up. $2. Part of my Clint Eastwood collection. And the last thing we're going to show you. Let's clean this up. I had to pick this up. I don't know anything about it, but the movie's in there. It's been rewound. It has a Video Easy sticker on it in a giant white clamshell that reminds me, that takes me back to video store days, is a Dana Carvey movie. Opportunity Knocks. Look at this thing. How cool is this? Eddie Farrell's a con man who's out of luck and out of money. Right, and then it cuts off the writing. But he'll be ready when opportunity knocks. In the world of cons, Eddie's a real pro. It's a comedy. Hot soundtrack featuring Fine Young Cannibals, Tina Turner and Lou Reed. Recommended for mature audiences, 15 years and over, low-level coarse language. Look at this thick thing. Look at this thick chunker. Large clamshell. Opportunity knocks. This reminds me, this is what my Encino Man case came in back in the day when I owned Encino Man. Dana Carvey, come on. You're like, oh no, he's only in Wayne's World. Nope, he's in lots of things. And look how cool this is. Warner Brothers, home movies. $2, but a big case. Like this thing's huge. Look at this against this. Yeah. Look, monstrous. Monstrous. Huge. Huge. All right, that's all of the VHS. And obviously it's in there. Let's show you the inside. Hang on. Opportunity knocks. Roddy, I said opportunity knocks. Video easy sticker on it. It's been rewound, which is so nice. Big old clamshell. Big old clamshell. Let's put everything. Oh yeah, let's just drop that on the floor, shall we? Put all of the VHS tapes back in there. Don't keep dragging them around. Hang on. Need more beer. All right, so the things that I'm most proud of finding at the moment are this, even though it's got to do with you-know-who, because that's a real nostalgia burst for me. And these 4 collections, 3 of them that are sealed. So stoked. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. So I need 5 and 6, and then I need to see how many more were in that series. That could be a good quick check. Hang on. How many seasons in Bewitched? How many seasons in Bewitched? Boop. Okay, Bewitched is an American fantasy sitcom that originally aired on ABC from 1964 to 1972, spanning 8 seasons. The series produced 254 half-hour episodes, with the first 74 episodes filmed in black and white during seasons 1 and 2, and the remaining 180 episodes filmed in color. The show follows Samantha Stevens, a witch who marries a mortal man, Darren Stevens. Dick York, later replaced by Dick Sargent. Wow, that's Dick of York and Dick of Sargent. And vows to live as a typical suburban housewife whilst occasionally using her magic. 8 seasons. So really, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. I need 5 and 6 and 8. So I need 3 more seasons, and I have a complete series. Freaking awesome. That makes things a lot easier. Look at that image. Look at that image. That reminds me of the beginning of the show. Dun 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 dun. The other thing I'm really happy to find is the shootist. The Shootist. That'll be a good watch. All right. Now that we've done Let's Get Physical Media, and it's 2:22 in the morning, let's speed this along and get to one of our favorite segments, which will be, can you guess which segment it will be? I think what you'll find is that I will be doing... What will I be doing? Am I drunk yet?
What did I say?
No, I'm not
He
like that.
can't hold his liquor.
I'm more like this.
It's got a fruity bouquet.
Oh,
It's got a fruity bouquet. Oh! It's got a fruity bouquet. Oh! It's
got a fruity bouquet.
oh,
It's got a fruity bouquet.
It's
Oh!
got a fruity bouquet.
oh. Cheers.
It's got a fruit.
It's got a fruity bouquet. Oh! Cheers. That's what I'm like. I'm a bit more like that. I don't get drunk. Look, I have been drunk. This year I got really drunk once. Really drunk once and threw up in someone's garden bed and then had to be escorted to my car by friends, and I slept it off. Oh boy, I drank a lot that night though. That was different. I mixed my drinks. That's the thing. If I stick to beer or I stick to spirits, I'm all good. If I mix any of them, bad news bears. It's got a fruity bouquet. Oh! Cheers. Let's do male. Sorry, there's no female, just male. Let's go to male. 1, 2, 3. Let's do male, you and me. I love that bumper. That's one of my favorite bumpers. Good old punk music. Good old rockabilly, punkabilly. All right, let's do mail and let's see what the mail has for us today. Actually, Roddy, seriously, the amounts of light dissipation in this room is crazy. Let's go back to channel content. Let's do a quick hygiene check of the channel. I feel like we're going to have a lot of replay crew tomorrow. We've got 2 live viewers. Thank you so much for sticking with me tonight. But I feel like tomorrow is going to be replay crew central. All right. This, I promised you Umbrella Entertainment, and Umbrella Entertainment mail you shall have. But I know what this is. This is not Umbrella Entertainment, but this is very exciting because I'll explain after I open it. Let's open it. All right. I could throw that away. This came from Rare Waves, and you can tell I came from Rare Waves because of the logo, Rare Waves. I like ordering from Rare Waves because I can get things kind of cheap. And I can get things that are like Arrow Video and Vinegar Syndrome or any of those other distributors cheap. Now, some things you can't get cheap, some things you can, but you try your darndest. And I'll tell you something, Rare Waves deserves a pat on the back from me because they have helped me out get things quite cheap over the years. And that has been a real boon to me. This is sealed. This is an Arrow Video, and this is something I'm so stoked to have on Blu-ray. And it should be all regions, if not region B. It is region B. These Blu-rays for this movie, generally I see them for over $100, if not around $100. I got this on Rare Waves for $20-something. I can't remember if I paid freight or not. Even if you did pay freight, I still won. One of my favorite weirdo movies that I still have sealed on DVD. Anyone watched Hell Comes to Frogtown with Roddy Piper? This is the Arrow Video. This is the Arrow Video version of this. It has, if I'm right, I can't open it to check. I'm pretty sure. Can't tell. I'm pretty sure this has the original. Should be able to see it through the cover. It's sealed. I was thinking it wasn't going to be sealed, but it's sealed. I'm not going to open it right now. This has this cover, which is a rendition by an artist of the Hell Comes to Frogtown cover. And it also has the original artwork, which is something I'm going to be changing this to. Now, you can't see it. I can't see it through here, but I know it's there. I think it comes with like a little booklet thing as well. Like a little information thing on the inside of it, which I can sort of see. This is a fantastic movie. It's a schlocky B movie. It's fantastic. And the frog special effects, the frog suits are freaking so much fun. This has lots of special editions. Special edition contents, I should say. It's got a fruity bouquet. Ow! I think the beer is starting to kick in now. High definition Blu-ray presentation. Original 2.0 audio. Grappling with green gargantuans, wrestling icon Rowdy. My God, Roddy Piper speaks about his leading man turn in Hell Comes to Frogtown. Amphibian Armageddon actor Brian Frank remembers his role as Commander Totti. You'll know who that person is if you watch this movie. Creature feature creator, effects wizard Steve Wang reveals the secrets behind Hell Comes to Frogtown's mutants. Extended scene, original trailer, reversible sleeve. There you go, reversible sleeve featuring the original and newly commissioned artwork by Jeff Zano. So this is the original work by Jeff Zano. And if I can go to my shelf for a second, I'll show you what the actual cover looks like. The actual cover is more iconic. Give me a second. Do I have it up here? Really? Swear to God it was up here. Oh, there it is. This, by the way, is still sealed. I'm probably not going to get rid of this unless I really have to, because this is very nostalgic to me. I bought this original Hell Comes to Frogtown from a store that no longer exists. It was in Melbourne City. And I bought it for $5 because I had it in their throwaway bin for $5. That's the original artwork. What did I do with my artwork? So this is the Jeff Zano artwork. And this is the original Roddy Piper artwork. So I'm going to be converting this cover, though I really like this artwork. I want it to be this. That's what I remember. It's very glossy. It's hard to show. There you go. Hell Comes to Frogtown. This has been sealed, but I watched this on Tubi because I didn't want to open up my sealed copy, because for a while there, what I was noticing was this sealed copy on DVD was selling for like over $50. Look at these gross hands. For over $50 on eBay. And I didn't want to open up because I had a I've had this for like, what year did I buy it in? 2008 maybe? 2008, 2009. I bought this on DVD just to overflow stock, old stock. This is a fantastic movie. But look, man, I got this for like $20-something, and it sells on eBay for like $100. So you tell me how that works. I didn't think I was going to get it for less than that. Very stoked to have Hell Comes to Frogtown on Arrow Video. Yeah, on Blu-ray. Brand freaking tastic, man. One thing I should mention really quickly. I forgot to add this to my Let's Get Physical Media. I picked this up the other day. I didn't pick it up for the stickered price, but I've been wanting it for a long time. It says $24.98, but I paid $17 for this because that's the price it shows online. And it doesn't show that price in store. I've been wanting weapons for a while. So online, it says $17. In store, I said, look, this shows online for $17. She said, that's fine. I paid $17 for it. Weapons. I've been wanting to watch this for a long while. Everyone talks it up. Everyone says it's really good, and it's going to go into my horror collection. I forgot to mention it. My apologies. All right, so the first mail was Hell Comes to Frogtown. These ones will be Umbrella. So we've got this one. Up to 3 kilograms priority, but I know it's Umbrella because I ordered a bunch of stuff, and this was one of them. All right. Okay, all right. Oh, very good. Oh, yeah. I ordered these directly from JB Hi-Fi because they had a sale on for Umbrella Entertainment things. They were reduced prices, and then they added an extra 20% off. First thing I picked up, I already bought on DVD, so I'm going to have to get rid of it, is Mad Heidi. It's kind of like a fake Second World War with a country that doesn't exist. That's just a made-up country. And she's kind of like Swiss Alps kind of girl. Dystopian Switzerland has fallen under the attack of the evil cheese tyrant President. Is that Melly? It's a really hard to read tiny writing. Evil President Melly, whose grand plan for global domination includes spreading mind-altering Swiss cheese around the globe and the eradication of all lactose-intolerant scum. It's a comedy movie, but she fights back. She's a Swiss girl, Heidi, based on Heidi, I guess. The little girl from the Alps is back with a vengeance. It's a B movie. It's a modern B movie. It's a piss take. And I've got it on Blu-ray now. And that price there, that price right there, I didn't pay that. I think I paid for this movie, I think I paid around $18, $16, something like that. So I got it reduced. Reduced, I tell you. You can go up on that giant crazy pile. Next, I've been wanting this for a long time, and it comes in is it numbered? Oh, this one's not numbered. Comes in a slip sleeve, but it's not numbered. Why are you not numbered? I only recently realized some of these are numbered. This one is not numbered. This is like the final countdown, except it's got Sonny Chiba in it. GI Samurai. So a GI, like a soldier and his crew, are sent back in time to samurai times. And he has to then obviously battle as a modern soldier against samurai. And I thought this would be numbered, but it's not. See, there's no number. No number. But it's Region B and is Umbrella Entertainment. And we love Umbrella Entertainment here. We support Umbrella Entertainment here. We speak up about Umbrella Entertainment. We tell everyone, and they are not a sponsor. They are not a sponsor, but I have been supporting Umbrella Entertainment for a long time now, and I will always talk them up. They are legendary. A small legendary company that has come a long way. And they are now on the global stage, so congratulations, Umbrella. You will always have my support, always, 100%. Even if you do not, you're not obviously a promoter of me, that's fine. I'm just doing this for YouTube's purposes. You're not a promoter or sponsor of me. But yeah, we always support Umbrella. We always talk up Umbrella. GI Samurai. Come on, Roddy, you can focus. Focus, Roddy. Focus. GI Samurai. I've wanted this for a while. It was on my list. I got it because it was on sale. Had to pick it up. Why wouldn't I pick it up? You're not gonna let me balance you? Well, that's very sad. Where am I gonna put you? Where am I gonna put you? Put you up here with weapons. And hell comes to Frogtown. This I've been wanting for a long time. This is the second series in my beloved Kiwi Cult brand. This is Kiwi Cult Volume 2. Fantastic. 3 movies from Umbrella Entertainment, re-released from Kiwiland, New Zealand. You've got Crooked Earth, Jack Be Nimble, a film by Garth Maxwell, and The Scarecrow. There'll be faces you know. There'll be people you know. The first Kiwi Cult was awesome. Here's the next one. I can't wait for Kiwi Cult 3. I'm really glad they're doing that. This comes with a bunch of special features. And usually retails at, look, it does say 99, but usually these 3 packs tend to cost over 100 at JB Hi-Fi, like 113, 115, something like that, 109. But I got this, I think, I'm going by memory, obviously, with the JB Hi-Fi sale for Umbrella Entertainment. I got this for about, I'm going to say about 80, maybe, 75, 80 bucks. And then I got a different series for about 69, 63, which I think was the other series, the other exploitation series. So very happy with this one. Very happy. Super stoked to have Kiwi Cult Volume 2. Just love it when I don't have to miss out on stuff before it disappears. All right. That's that package. You can get rid of this. Ooh, good throw. And the next one we have is this one. I can't show you the sticker on the back because I don't want to give away. I don't want to dox myself. I'll get the knife. Hang on. All right. I think it might be only one. It's definitely a set. Oh, this was the set that I was waiting for. Perfect. Is there anything in there? Just your typical JB Hi-Fi label. Doesn't give me prices on it. This I paid $63 for. And this is going to my collection of exploitation rarities, Volume 3. They shied away from horror and went more to, I guess, what would you call it? Crime, thriller horror. Exploitation Rarities Volume 3. You can see Brian Brown there. Umbrella Entertainment. 3-disc. I don't know what that says. No, it just has pictures of discs. And there's your movies. Hang on, let me just show you the right way around. Is that the right way around? There you go. It's got Empty Beach, Goodbye Paradise, and Scobie Malone. So you got 3 stars there that you would know. Brian Brown. You have got... Oh, I thought it told you their names on the back. Jack Thompson, Brian Brown, and is it Grant Dodwell? I don't remember his name. But they're thrillers. Gems of Australian crime cinema. Scobie Malone, Goodbye Paradise. So we've got 1975, Scobie Malone, Goodbye Paradise 1982, and The Empty Beach 1985 with Brian Brown. Newly restored in glorious high definition, these hardboiled thrillers swap the outback horrors and grindhouse excess of previous volumes for sun-soaked corruption, political intrigue, and down and dirty detective work. But there'll be still a lot of blood, sex, and bullets in these. You know, Australian early cinema didn't really shy away from that stuff. Empty Beach, Goodbye Paradise, and Scobie Malone. Yeah, so there you go. And I'm all caught up. Except for this one box down there that we need to talk about. We're coming up on 3 o'clock in the morning, so I do need to wind this up. Ozploitation Rarities Volume 3. Once again, I'm all caught up on everything at the moment, I think. I've got all of my Ozploitation Rarities. I've got all of my Kiwi Cults. And I've got... is that all I was caught up on? I thought there was another batch. Son of a bitch. I want to open this box. I want to open this box. Just to show you, I'm not going to open the contents separately, but this is the exciting part of this evening. I need to show you this. I don't want to wreck what's inside, so I've got to be very careful. I've held on to this since June 1st, and you wonder why. Why would you do that? Well, I never really wanted to open it until I had time to be excited about it. So... just got to be super careful because I don't want to wreck what's inside. All right, it's open. Really excited. We've got some packing peanuts. Always a good thing to keep things protected. These are the most expensive things I've probably bought from Umbrella Entertainment. And I'm happy to have them. The only two things that cost me at least $80. The first one, known better to me, and I have it on DVD, as Escape from Absalom, is the original title in America was No Escape, but we knew it as Escape from Absalom. This is the box set. Let me show you. So you get all of this. I wanted this and the other one particularly, and I got a chance. I got given some money and I used it to buy this and the other movie. You get the movies in 4K and Blu-ray. Pretty sure it's 4K and Blu-ray. Yep, 4K and Blu-ray. Let me just read what's here because my eyesight's so poor. You get the like postcards. You get a booklet, which you can see down the side here. You get posters, and you get the slip sleeve for the actual Blu-ray 4K, and you get the actual case, which is this case. So you get this case. You can see the booklet. Wrong way around. You get the booklet. Then you get the slip sleeve. Inside of the case, you get the art cards. You get two posters, which are, I think, reversible. I think it's a reversible poster. And you get tons of special features. So this is very exciting. Once again, this was around $80. $80. And I didn't buy this from JB Hi-Fi. I bought this directly from Umbrella Entertainment. Now, I'm not going to open this. I'll talk about this at another stage when I can get back on the review bandwagon. But this is awesome. I'm really excited about this. I don't have many super nice things, but this is one of them. I've got the New Kids in a special box set. I've got Death Valley in a special box set. And I've got a few other random things in special box sets. But this is one of the special ones. I might buy a lot of Umbrella Entertainment numbered special editions, but I don't buy them like this. So Umbrella Entertainment, I'm very happy with this. Very, very happy. Now I got to figure out where to put it. Did you guess the movie? The movie's already ended. Did you guess what it was? I'm going to tell you what it was. 2 seconds. Let's just finish this. Oh, don't want to give it away. I think I just gave it away. I have been wanting this for the longest time. I cannot find a VHS copy of it just because of how expensive VHS copies of this movie are. Secondhand on the secondhand market. But when Umbrella Entertainment explained they were going to release this, I was all on board. I'm like, when and how can I do this? How can I do this? How can I save the money for this? Because I wanted the full box set. I wanted the $80 box set pre-order. I didn't want just the DVD Blu-ray. The 4K Blu-ray. I didn't want just that. I wanted the whole thing. And I eventually got to do it. And that movie, my friends, is something from my childhood that I'm so nostalgic about. Not the best movie in the world. I have people saying that it's not a very good movie. I don't care about that. I don't care that you think it's not a very good movie. I rode BMXs when I was young. I had freestyle bikes. So I tried to do tricks on them. And this movie meant the world to me. And that movie is rad. I cannot explain to you what this movie means to me to have in my collection. I have 2 movies of Rad, or maybe it's... No, I have 2 movies of Rad on DVD, and I'm pretty sure they're both bootlegs, because I thought they were real, but they're not. Because of the quality on the screen. But this is the same deal. You get it in a box set, like that. It's got that beautiful image on the front. And then inside, you get the slipcase with the Blu-ray 4K inside, which has Blu-ray and 4K. You get a booklet, a BMX booklet, some posters. Let's have a look on the back. Come on, Roddy, focus. Yeah, there you go. You get a slipcase that goes inside the box set to cover your Blu-ray and 4K. You get the booklet, reversible poster, 2 discs, 4K and Blu-ray. And then you get the art cards and all these special features. Look at all these special features. Look at them all. This was the best investment. No Escape / Escape from Absalom was one thing I really wanted, but this eclipses it. Even if you might think it's a bad movie, this eclipses it. This is fully nostalgic to me. And for me, I don't really need anything else this expensive anymore. Not for a while. This makes me happy. I can't even explain it to you all. Having Rad in my hands in a box set makes me so, so happy. This movie has never really fully been in my collection except for a bootleg DVD that had nothing else on it. And the quality was very poor. So I'm very stoked about this. Very, very stoked. Has anyone else bought Rad from Umbrella? This was directly from Umbrella. You couldn't buy this set through JB Hi-Fi. Anyway, so that's what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you my collections that I found in the mail. But these 2 take the cake. No Escape / or AKA Escape from Absalom and Rad. And Rad is the be-all and end-all for me. But this movie is really, really good too. I'm really glad to have them in a special box set with extras. And once again, these are going to be pride and place in my collection. So thank you very much, Umbrella Entertainment, for sending them to me. Obviously, I paid for them. There wasn't a promotion. You didn't give them to me. But I just want to say thank you very much for making them, for giving me the opportunity to be able to buy them. I'm assuming they're probably out of print by now with you. If they're not already, they'll be getting close because things like this sell out fast. But very, very happy. No Escapes, aka Escape from Absalom, and Rad. Rad being one of my favorite movies of all time. Now, I'm not going to open these today. These are going to be open at another stage when I get around to it. But that's it. That's my mail. That's a lot of mail. That's a lot of mail. Now, I want to ask you, before I finalize for this evening, what was the movie that was playing up here? Did you guess it? Did you guess it? Had something to do with wolves. Werewolves, maybe? A wolf creature, maybe? I'll tell you what movie it was. A fantastic movie I haven't seen for some time. Brotherhood of the Wolf. It's a full moon collection movie. And it had martial arts. Wolves, horror, martial arts action, period piece. What a fantastic movie. Went for quite some time. 137 minutes color. So over 2 hours. 2 hours and 17 minutes. We watched this movie up here. So if you guessed that right, then yay, you're awesome. And if you didn't, oh well, doesn't matter. You learn something new every day, right? All right, I'm going to leave it there. It is now almost 3 in the morning. I've got 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got about 3.5, 4 hours before I have to technically have some sleep for a few hours and get up again. I have a family after all. But thank you so much for joining me here this evening. I'm sorry I couldn't squeeze anything else in. I think we covered quite a lot this evening. We've had a good night. We've opened up some mail. We've got Rad. We've got No Escape, a.k.a. Escape from Absalom. We've got a bunch of movies from Umbrella Entertainment, including Mad Heidi. We've got the Kiwi Cult 3-pack. We've got the Ozploitation Rarities. We've got GI Samurai. We've got what was the other one we got? Oh, we got Weapons, but that wasn't obviously Umbrella Entertainment. We had a bunch of stuff from Umbrella Entertainment, one of our favorite distributors here in Australia. So thank you very much for being here. I'm going to let you go. I've got a bio break to get to because I've been drinking beer, still drinking beer. And I need to watch a movie before I fall asleep and eat some chips, as you should do, and finish my beer. So thanks, guys, for being here. I know I've had 2 watches all night, so thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it. Oh, this is... Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? Close. That's not what I wanted you to tell me. I want you to tell me how many people. Still 2 people. Thank you very much. To everyone else, if you want to be replay crew, that's completely fine. I usually get about 17 to 30 people that watch on the replay over the course of 1 week. And hopefully you can share it with people. So I appreciate anything. A subscription. I mean, like, subscribe today. You can always unsubscribe later. Subscribe today. Or like the video, dislike it even. If you don't like my videos at all, that's completely fine. Put a thumbs down. Don't mind at all. It just means it's interaction with my video, which is a good thing. If you want to tell me something about the video that you just watched, do so in the comments. The chat's about to end. That's okay. You can always do so in the comments. And if you don't like this at all and you know someone who does, share it. Share the video. Everything counts. All interaction is good interaction. So thank you very much for your time today. I do appreciate you. BZ in the Neon Doom Room. Don't forget to piss on your possums. Maybe don't do that, but I'm just saying it. And take out your tents. It's a bit intense, isn't it? Thank you very much, guys, for your evening. I'm going to let you go. Say goodnight to your dog and pat your mum for me, and I'll see you on the next episode of the Doom vlog, which will be episode 58. We're getting close to 60. Let's try to get to 100. In fact, let's try to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's something I'd like. I've been stuck at 260 or so for a little bit now. Get me to 1,000 subscribers. Do you know what that also does if it gets me to 1,000 subscribers? It starts the process of me being monetized on YouTube. There's a few other things I'd need to do first, but if you could do that, that would be fantastic. Thanks, guys. BZ here in the Neon Doom Room with me, Mike, and Rotten Roddy. And thank you so much for being here and having a listen to my ramble and drinking beer and talking about movies and pop culture. And I'll recommend you, guys, watch other people. Watch Last Movie Standing. Watch Mid-Level Media. Watch the Cobwebs channel. Watch, what is he called? Pop Culture. I'll have to remember when I remember. Watch other people. There's lots of other people you can watch tonight or tomorrow or the next day that I support, and I want you to support as well. AVA Pop Culture. There you go. It came to me. All right. I love you. Leave you. BZ in the Neon Doom Room. I got a little bit tippy in the end, didn't I? A little bit, just a little bit tippy. And that's okay. It's mostly because we come out at night.
They mostly come at night. Mostly.
What do they say?
And I get a bit...
He can't hold his liquor.
Or maybe it's like this.
It's got a fruity bouquet.
No, it's probably more like this.
What do they say? He can't hold it.
No, that's enough out of you. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good night. And be good to each other. We'll see you on the next Doom vlog. BZ out.
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
What did I say? He can't hold his liquor.
Can you all hear me?
It's got a fruity bouquet.
They mostly come at night. Mostly.